I appreciate you four guys, you know, even though you guys might be hacking, like, it's, like, you know, it's manageable. It's manageable. You're so lucky.
You ran out of healing cloud, weirdo.
Oh, I need a fire sticky. I can probably kill them all with fire sticky.
Come on, man, bro. You're literally the only one in the server with this on, man. Jesus, killing the vibes, bro.
What? Yeah, right, dude. No, not even kids.
Oh, I got beat.
Oh, fuck. I didn't see him.
Ooh-wee, that striker. I don't know. Might have to. I got beat.
This Striker Bighorn build is fucking insane.
I just one before them.
Couldn't pick you up from holding F. What's going on?
Death trap.
Whoa. You guys cheating.
Nah, do we know that I ain't gonna say this dude cheat or anything, but we know if he legit.
Ooh. What the? What kind of name?
Good, you good, you good, you good.
Oh my god, just fuck.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Bro, Striker can't be that OD with just a little regen mods on it.
Bro, I don't know. He might be cheating, bro. Yeah.
I might be cheating.
He hit nothing like that. Headshots on me, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This dude, he might be. I don't know, bro.
Yeah, you're cheating 100%, buddy.
Oh, he's in the window. In the window.
This guy's 200% got the fucking sauce.
He's violating. He's cooking them. He's cooking all four of them. Get out, get out, get out. Go back, go back, go back up, go back.
Fuck's he going?
Of course you're a bro. And I left my line. You
Hey, don't run from me. Come back. Come back. Don't run from me. Why are you running?
Hit him, right, shooter?
Oh my god.
He's frying the whole team. The best player in the game.
Oh shit.
It's like I'm doing no damage to this man, bro. He just hit me for 10 million.
Oh shit, he dead.
Come here.
Bug is like sus.
Don't go out there, bro. Come here, bro.
So,
Like, why
so
would you go
bad.
out there, bro? I told you I was coming back for you.
Yeah, you're sus as shit. Turn the aimbot off.
That boy just hit me
Yeah,
from
man,
cheating.
he's cheating.
It's crazy.
He's cheating. Fucking solo Manhunt, by the way. The fact that you click on that game like the absolute disrespect.
Turn the sauce off, dude. You're not that.
Are you clipping this shit? You better not be.
Game, I guess, right? With all that toggle and software.
No.
Holy moly, this boy's like, look at this guy.
This shit's comedy.
I know.
100% toggler. You like cheating, don't you? Fucking
I'm them all. I don't know, man.
100% cheating.
This man out here 1v8.
I don't know.
Yo, not me, bro. I'm
don't need help.
spectating, bro. Come on, man.
1v8.
This is me, bro. I'm back here.
I
I'm
think he
just
might be
watching the
cheating.
fight.
He probably got soft in him or something.
They literally stopped fighting me.
I don't rank 8, by the way, solo. GG.
You ready to turn that line? Fucking hell.
Wait, why are they rogue?
Who's doing what here? Who's fighting who? I don't even know.
Just kill them. I don't know where they at.
Cars are shooting me in the ass. Yeah, dude. Yep.
Nah, leave him be.
No, he came behind me. Alright, people, what's good? So, here we are, in a little cheeky out-of-bounds spot outside of Brooklyn, the new DLC. I think the inside of the map is over there. Kind of wormed my way in over here, kind of walked along there, up the ramp, and here we are. But you're not interested in that. You want to know the details of my striker build here, with hazard protection and, well, a tiny wee bit of headshot damage. I say a tiny wee bit. I've actually only got 4 rolls spec for headshot damage, but the Bighorn is the key weapon here. This gun has been buffed a million times. 30 expertise, that should be a given. You should get that done if you haven't done it already. Damage targets out of cover, that's a given as well. It's to be rolled on every weapon that you use. The ACS-12 with Brazen on it with a rollable talent, but ideally you want to get this because you do actually deal damage with a shotgun. But yeah, back to the Bighorn. The Bighorn now provides 40% headshot damage as part of the mod. The handling attachments have been buffed to 20%. They used to just be 10. And now your stacks give you 6% headshot damage each, and you only have 25 stacks. That is a 50% buff in how much extra headshot damage you gain, and you also get an extra 10 from there. It used to be 30, now you get 40. This gun is dealing an astronomical amount of damage on basically, well, any build you put it on. You can put Bighorn on any build and the build deals damage. That is how you know it is overpowered and does need to be tuned. However, I do quite like Bighorn combat. It does reward you for hitting the head. I'm not saying it's like the most skillful thing. It really isn't when it's tuned this high. But at least you still have to shoot the head to deal that damage. So there is still an element that can be referred to as a skill gap. I wouldn't recommend using this build with anything else, other than maybe if you are already killing like a couple people and you're just getting bum rushed by like rogue police and you're like solo, then yeah, maybe you can get away with an eagle bearer. But again, this is really only for the advanced player. I think if you're not like already killing it in the server that you're in, you definitely don't want to go anywhere near this weapon. So Bighorn, we've covered that. Secondary, well, it's going to be your ACS-12. You do need a way to stack quickly. The Bighorn is good for stacking because you can get your Bighorn stacks well by shooting a decoy that is left around plenty of times. I walk out the checkpoint door. Oh, somebody left a decoy. Stack it with my shotgun. Swap to the Bighorn. Get a cheeky little 20 stacks on a Bighorn. 20 out of 25, right? then you are good to go. You will practically win your next gunfight by default. However, there will be many times where you don't get a friendly decoy being left around for you. There will be many times where NPCs aren't around for you to abuse, and you actually have to work for your stacks against, you know, sentient human beings. I'm talking about human beings with hands and eyes whose organs actually work in tandem, but this is Division. There are a lot of players in this game that are simply, well, to be frank, disabled. So this is one of those builds that definitely allows you to take advantage of that, to make you feel strong and powerful and, oh, look at me, bro, I killed the whole server with my Bighorn and Striker, oh, I'm so good at the game. But you can use this build against better players. You can. You need a few conditions in a server to be right. I'm not saying this is like a best Bighorn Striker build, as if you're going to go tomorrow, make the build, and go and tear it up in every server. It's not one of those meta builds that changes everything. Oh my god, everyone's, what is this build? Oh my god, this build's killing me. And then all of a sudden in a week, everyone's running the same build. This is not that build. But if you want to deal big dick damage with Bighorn, you're sick of running around in circles with like regen builds that look like this, sick and tired of having to wait for people to ADS you so that you can shoot them back to actually reliably land a beam of headshots, and you actually just want to shoot your gun and kill people, and you don't want to use any of these other builds like Umbra, then this is a build for you. You can reliably get away with this in some servers. However, you are going to rely heavily on your medkits. So you're going to want to play around your efficient, because it's the only reliable source of survivability that this build offers you. Now, if you're getting supported with heals, or if you have bonus armor on the team, or teammates with like that are good at taking aggro, where so you can put your decoy down, right? Play in a bit of an off angle and get some beams in. Yeah, by all means, you don't rely so much on a medkit, but really, it is the lifeline of this build. This is what keeps you going. You can tap kits when you're overextended, you take a bit too much damage. You're going to want to have one offensive skill. Now, the sticky is an offensive skill and a defensive one. Offensively, because you can sticky a player out of a position that's holding an angle. You can use a sticky defensively to block a lane. So you're running around a corner, you put the sticky there, you run back. Decoy will give you time to then get a medkit off around a corner. You're going to really rely on both of your skills to get your medkit off, and you will see this in my gameplay, in my shorts that I've been releasing, the one that is being released with this gameplay build video, and in future videos. Do keep an eye as to when I'm using my sticky and how I use it. It's not just a, oh no, here's the first guy I see, shoot sticky, and waste it. Don't waste your sticky, right? There's no excuse to be wasting your sticky. If you are playing Dark Zone, expertise your EMP sticky. You get plus 30% blast radius, 5.2 meter radius. That is 10 meters diameter. 10 meters. That is huge. It means you can bounce it off cover. You can bounce it off a wall. You can bounce it off like in the guard tower. You can bounce it off all sorts of things, man. And stagger player and get shots off. But for the most part, you're going to want to use it to sort of create a gap between you and the enemy by playing cover in certain positions correctly in order to get your medkit off. You get your medkit off, Catharsis is getting procced constantly. Catharsis now gives up to 45% weapon damage for absolutely no reason. The developers buffed this for no reason. Well, maybe in PvE it was necessary, wanted, but in PvP it didn't need a buff, but hey, it's what we got, so it's what we'll use. Moving on to the stats on a build. I mean, it should already be known. I am running hazard protection absolutely everywhere where it rolls. With Catharsis, that would give you 60% hazard. 60 is a nice rounded number. It keeps you safe or relatively away from fire and bleed. These are not going to cause you a problem. Disrupt effects, not really going to cause you a problem. Occasionally, like a really strong fire build could kill you or put you out of the fight. For example, a fire LMG will stop you from shooting for a bit, but because you don't rely on crit, if you do find yourself close range against a fire LMG player, you can just barrel stuff them. You know, say this is my enemy, you can just go right up to them and just hip fire. You can genuinely just hip fire with this build and do the same damage you normally would. But the biggest thing that is going to cause you problems is, well, foam, because everyone that's running around with regen, well, if they ain't stupid, they're also running foam. So if you are running against a regular Bighorn with fireball and no stats effects, you know, no perfect intimidate, foam is going to look like this. That's actually still quite a duration. If you're playing against players that, well, aren't stupid, they're going to foam you for that duration, and they're going to kill you, or at least damage you so much that they force you to, well, play retreat, tapping kits, going around the corner. You are not in a fighting position anymore. So, very simple. One end stare mod, then a mask. Go down. Second end stare mod right there. And then you'll be at a nice even round 80% on foam. So, now if you're up against skill tier 0 with no stats effects, you no longer get foamed. Alright? And if you're up against somebody with a skill tier, so if they have perfect... the build looks weird, but I've just equalized what a player with technician and perfect intimidate will foam you for. As you can see, it's so short, you're probably not going to get beamed, but in cases where you are still getting beamed on 80%, you then can carry a third mod. I do have the 3 mods on me just in case, but generally speaking, 80% will get you by even against the sweatiest of players. If you are in a team and you want to hit even harder than 400k, well, you can actually change your everyday carry, and this really does depend on whether your team is good at aggroing or keeping you alive with heals or bonus armor, whether it be from like Vanguard, Perfect Leadership, or whether they're using medkits with Future Initiative, whatever it be. You can actually drop the Perfect Efficient and go with a Henry, gives you 20% total weapon damage, so you'll go from hitting like 400k to reliable 450k, so you could be hitting up to 500k. If you also have the healer, you could be looking at 550, 600k. If you're proccing any sledge, you could be looking at 700k. I'm not joking, these numbers are attainable. Reliable? No, but attainable. You may, you know, very occasionally hit those numbers, but yeah, I mean, this is what you get when the developers buff things in PvE with absolutely no consideration to PvP. And if it wasn't for the fact that other builds and playstyles that are more, you could say, reliable, Striker Bighorn would probably dominate. It doesn't dominate because the entry level for this build is simply way higher than that of a regen, and the general skill level and, well, ego of players is like, they want to run something that they can rely on, not something that takes a little bit of a risk to get to that point where, like, wow, I am so strong right now. This build's going to keep you at bay. Right, or the one with Walker and an extra red or 2, right? Going to keep you at bay. You're not going to be able to get stacks on these people. One-shot sniper, you know, whether it be a body Nemi like the one I've got here, or a Mantis headshot, that's going to stop you from really standing still and face tanking because they can just go doom and you're dead. Pistol, generally speaking, not a problem, but if it's like a semi-decent pistol player, yeah, they're going to sort of hug the corner a bit, and they can 2-tap you with this build if they have like reg. Even this pistol will 2-tap you, so you do have to be careful a little bit. But yeah, you can break shields really easily, even with Striker Bighorn. Even with Bighorn, sorry, because Striker is still giving you base weapon damage. And really, there's not much to say about the build other than that. I mean, decoy, because you are still a DPS player. EMP sticky, preferably, but you can change it out to any other offensive skill. I don't recommend foam because foam is too slow to use. Foam is incredibly slow to use, right? Pulling out foam, doing all that, shooting, it takes far too long. That's why I prefer EMP sticky. There's so much more, it's so much more versatile, you know, boom, boom, shoot like that. There's so many things you can do, offensively, defensively. It is the best skill for this build. And there you have it. If you don't have this gun, you can use a lefty, put swap speed on it, so you can swap quicker. It also comes with a different mod. You can put rate of fire on it, so you can stack a tiny wee bit quicker, but yeah, not really all that important. And that's the build. GG. Hope you enjoy.